Second, please. Ba, 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 da, ba, ba. All right. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Good, good, good. All right. Well, we are excited about another Sunday night show with our
Awesome. Good,
weekly
good, good.
Elliott Wave analysis, riding the waves with John and Paul. And I am joined here tonight with Paul from Colorado. Paul, are you out there?
Yeah, hey, how's it going, people? Hey, John.
Good, good, good to hear from you. I hope you're enjoying the end of the summer here.
Yeah, it's really nice out today, nice and sunny.
Nice. That's awesome. Yeah, still a little warm here in South Carolina, a little humid here, but hopefully, in the next couple of weeks, maybe things will calm down a little bit. We'll see how that goes. But
Yep,
anyway,
yep.
guys, glad everybody's able to make it tonight. So pretty excited about tonight's show. We're going to be covering a little bit of a complex topic right here that we get a lot of questions about. And this is tonight we're going to be covering the Wxy pattern. Now we've talked about it in the past, but fortunately there was a bunch of examples that set up this week, or a few examples that set up this week that Paul's going to be able to show you. So I think you guys will like it. But we'll be talking about the Wxy pattern. Before we get started, though, everything we're going to talk about is for educational purposes only and not investment advice. So please take a moment to review this disclaimer. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Good, good, good. So, guys, what we're going to do is real quick is we're going to take a look and see where we left off with the market on Friday. And then we're going to take a look at the futures and see what we're up to or down to here this evening, what might be setting up going into tomorrow. And then we'll go through the topic with Paul. He's going to show us WXY if there's time left over. Usually we try to run until about 8 o'clock, maybe a little bit after. If there's time left over, we'll go through questions and chart requests and try to get through as many as we can. So anyway, guys, so let's get started. All right, so guys, SPX on Friday was up 35 points, which ended up really bringing that monthly chart back to green, and but just not quite enough to bring the weekly chart back to green. However, the McClellan oscillator got back from that minus 100 level and kind of came out of that kind of scary crashish type territory type stuff. So we're continuing to grind our way up here on the SPX. Daily chart again, guys, back over the 80 MA, so that's always a positive thing, right? So remember the last time we bounced off the 50-day, got over the 80 MA, moved up. We didn't quite hit the 50-day this time, but we bounced and worked our way back up. Now, we had option expiration on Friday, so OPEX is on Friday, which means that all that old gamma, right, all that old hedging, and positions that were in the monthly and weekly expirations from Friday are gone, right? Which means we're moving into a fresh option month, which means fresh gamma, right? So notice how the last time, right, we hit the 50-day moving average, right? We were right at option expiration. We moved our way up. The previous time off the 50-day moving average, right off of option expiration, worked our way back up. So the first 2 days, oftentimes after option expiration, can give us some clues into the price action. Not always, but sometimes it can. We've also got Jackson Hole coming up this week on Thursday and Friday. Powell's planning. It's all going to be virtual, so it's going to be a bunch of nonsense. But Powell's going to be. But you never know. Powell could say something, get things going on Friday. So it could be an interesting week this week. So with the fresh gamma and Jackson Hole this week, so it could be pretty interesting there. Most earnings are behind us right now, but we do have some other earnings ones too. But let's see. Let's see what the market has in store. In terms of a wave count here on the market, there's a couple that are out there. I'm kind of tracking this right now. That we kind of finished this wave 3 up. I'm going to go ahead and take the question mark off of there and assume that's done. And then we had this really sharp ABC pullback, and it looks like a 1-2, and it looks like we're part of another subwave 3 right here. So we may be working on a fresh impulsive wave up, or this could be just some big bearish wave, and we'll see where we go from there. But we've had some pretty strong moves up, some pretty big V reversals this week, right? So we'll see how that goes going into this week early. S&P futures. Looks like we're pretty flat here going into this morning. Into this evening. We're up a little bit, right? So we kind of had this big push up. I mean, this is hilarious, right? We had this triangle that we pointed out in the bubble report on Friday. Kind of broke out a little bit here pre-market and then just kept on going all day. So if that doesn't look impulsive, I don't know what does, right? So I still like the count here so far. So we'll see how it goes. Like I said, we're getting kind of tight here going into the evening. We got a couple little geometric lines you can kind of keep an eye on just to see. It looks a little bit rising wedge-ish, right? That type of thing. So just see how those geos hold going into tonight, and we'll see where we are in the morning. So good stuff, guys. Well, really excited having Paul here again tonight to talk about a very complex. In fact, that's what they are called. They're complex corrective patterns. The Wxy pattern. Paul's got a little bit of a lesson on that, and I think a few examples out there. So Paul, what you got?
Hey, how's it going, John? Good. Let's look at these real quick. I got a diagram of a WXY and a diagram of a zigzag side by side. The difference is you can see on the WXY, it's a 3-3-3 pattern because you have a ABC, ABC, ABC. For the zigzag, it's a 5-3-5 pattern, which is just five waves down, three up, and then five waves down. So that's the difference, and we'll be looking at a couple of WXYs today.
Nice, got it.
Um,
So I guess it's not as complex as we were thinking. It's basically just a corrective move. So
right?
in an uptrend, we're pulling back. So instead of
Right.
seeing a normal 3-3-5, which is a flat, or seeing a 5-3-5, which is a zigzag, we're looking at
Right?
basically just a 3-3-3.
Yeah, yeah. There's not that many different patterns once you start looking at them, and what we got here, this is a zigzag, and the zigzag would actually be a leg of this double combo, which I'll show you on this next picture.
Nice.
Let's see. Yeah, let's see. I think I have Baba lined up here. This,
Well, this has been an interesting one because this one keeps on getting crushed.
oh yeah, this is a weekly chart, and you can see this big drop here.
Woo, weekly.
Um, yep. So this is a big view of Baba, and what's interesting here, it dropped right to the 618. And not saying we're going to bounce tomorrow, but we're getting into the golden zone, and this is the macro 618. So anyways, good chance Baba is looking at a bounce soon. And what's interesting is we have two zigzags connected by an X wave. So we have A down, B up, C down, which makes the W. Then we have X wave up, then ABC down. So it's a WXY, which is just two zigzags connected.
Where's the zigzags?
The zigzags would be the ABC
Oh,
and
okay.
then this ABC. And you can see on the pattern on the left here, it's ABC, X wave up, and then another ABC.
Interesting. So
So
how come the ABC? How is that a zigzag? Isn't a zigzag a 5-3-5?
yes, the zigzag, this wave right here is the A wave, B and then C down. The A wave would be five waves, and you could count those in here. You got
Uh,
five waves down, three up, and then another five down.
well, look at that, guys. That's pretty cool stuff. Sounds
Yeah,
complicated, right? But once you look at it, you break it down. It's like, oh, okay, that makes sense. So it's a
yeah, and so
3-3-3, but within the three is 5-3-5.
exactly, yeah. And sometimes to see that 535, you got to break it down to a much smaller time frame.
Got it.
Okay, so let's look at another one here. How about spot? Okay, so spot, I have
Spot.
this
Nice.
kind of a nice name, and I have us doing a wave one up, a wave two down, right into the golden zone. And this is kind of a, if you look at it with nothing on it, it's kind of a messy, kind of sideways move. But we're going to put the WXY on it. And if we did the ABCs, we'd have A down, B up, and then you'd have your C wave right there. And this is a pretty obvious ABC right here
Yeah.
versus a five wave move.
Let me ask you this now: in the WXY, does it have to be a zigzag like you showed on Baba?
No, it could also be another WXY,
Gotcha.
but it needs to be a three wave move is the key.
Gotcha. 3-3-3. Got it.
Yeah, the B wave could even be a triangle. So, but yeah, exactly. The key is 3-3-3. So that's spot, and this one looks pretty self-explanatory. And I like this. Looks like we got a nice bullish candle. Let's see, what do we got next? DKNG. Let's see here. DKNG. I'm going to go to 4 hour on this one. Let's see. Okay, so here's DKNG. We had our wave one up and our wave two down. And I counted the wave two down as a WXY, and you can see the ABC, ABC, and then ABC for the final zigzag down. And you can even see the five waves within this C, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Nice. Yeah. See, that's what these WXYs, they kind of really fill in the blanks with Elliott Wave, right? Because sometimes we're looking at waves, these corrective waves, and we're looking for something. We're looking for a 3-3-5. We're looking for a 5-3-5. We're looking for a triangle, and sometimes we just can't get the counts, and we're forcing these counts. Like, maybe it's this, maybe it's this. But then if you really kind of take a step back, and you're like, just give it the WXY a chance for a 3-3-3. It can
Right.
really reveal some pretty cool stuff.
Right, right. Okay, and let's see. How about MU? Let's see. Do MU on a daily. Okay, so here we have semi MU. I have this going up in a three wave and coming down in a four wave. We're getting close to the 50%. And we have our W, X, Y, and you can see the ABCs are pretty clear on here. ABC, the X wave is in ABC, and then we have the Y wave, ABC. And it looks like
Nice.
we might put in a little bit of a fifth wave here to finish out MU before we start going up again.
Cool. Looks good.
Yeah, AMD. And how about AMD? Another semi hourly. A lot of these patterns you need to break down to the smaller time frame to really confirm and get in there and say, is this a five wave or is this a three wave? And sometimes, you want to get down to the 5 minute time scale, 15-minute time scale. But anyways, AMD, we had a wave three up, we had W down, ABC for X and ABC for Y, giving us a double combo.
Nice.
Yeah. So
So the
AMD.
double combo, is that the zigzag?
Yeah, this is basically just two zigzags. This W is a zigzag.
Five, three,
This
five.
Y move is a zigzag.
Got
Here's
it.
what the pattern looks like.
5, 3, 5 double combo.
Right. The zigzag's 535, right. Okay, let's see. AMD, I got one more. I got shop 2 hour. Okay, so for shop, this is another ticker definitely want to watch this week. I have this as a WXY because this breaks into a nice ABC for this final wave versus a five wave move. It looks a lot more like a three wave ABC. So I think shop's a good one to watch. Wave four, we're coming right up to 38%, so this could really take off next week.
Cool. Definitely keep an eye on shop on that one too. Nice. Great examples, Paul. That's fantastic. Yeah, WXY is complex, right? A lot of folks, they get an Elliott Wave. They're like, okay, I get it. Five waves up, three waves down, right? Or, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Right.
ABC, right? And then you kind of get to this. You're like, okay, well, why am I looking at this type of stuff? But it's this 3, 3, 3, which is really cool. And then the double combo is basically like your zigzag, which is a 5, 3, 5. But remember, a zigzag is an ABC, right? So,
Right. Yeah. Yeah, it gets simple after you look at them for a while. You'll start to see these zigzag patterns all the time. They're really common, and they're either a double combo or an ABC.
nice. Very, very cool. Well, good stuff there, guys. I don't have too much on the radar going into next week. AMD was one of them that Paul mentioned. I'm leaning a little bit more on the bearish side on it. I think it's possible. Then this is like kind of a conditional type thing. We got this nice geometric line right here. If we break below this geometric line, I think we could get another impulsive wave down and start to test like this 96 level. So keep an eye on that one. Again, this is a very similar count to Paul's, right? You kind of have this, A, B, but I'm thinking maybe a larger impulsive wave down, but we'll see how that goes for AMD. And then to actually put a bullish chart up there for you guys, Netflix is getting kind of interesting, right? So one of the things that I'm just I don't know if it's ready just yet, right? But it's kind of got this feel to it right here that it wants to try to break out of this geometric level, right? So Netflix, as you guys know, is notorious for chopping around forever, and it's rare to get a big candle like we saw on Thursday on it. This could be, essentially like this kind of 1, 2, 1, 2. Could be working on a wave three up, but Friday might be a pause day, a little doji sandwich type day. If we can get over this geometric line, Netflix might be one to kind of keep an eye on to see if it can actually get some upside follow through. Next target on there is kind of like that 563 level, then 566, and then we'll see where it can go from there. So those are a couple of the ones that I'm tracking going into this week. So other than that, guys, that's all I've got. Those are Paul's charts and a great description of the WXY. So at this point now, it's all you. So if anybody has any questions or chart requests, please feel free to plug those in the chat window. And like we said, we'll try to get through as many as we can. We'll try to wrap as early as possible. We try to get done around 8 o'clock. A little bit after is okay, but we might not be able to get to everybody's charts. But we'll do the best we can. So, Paul, you ready to take a look at some charts?
Yeah, let's go.
All
Let's do it.
right. So the first one I see out there is from Shirley, who's got Etsy on the radar.
Etsy. That sounds like a good one. Let's see here. Etsy.
Shirley, hope you're doing great out there. Thanks for the email.
Let's see. I have a real bullish count for Etsy. I have is going up in a wave three, and this looks like a 1-2-1-2. We could still be working on this one, but looks like we're right in the middle of wave three up for Etsy.
Something could be happening here with this one. Great find, Shirley. Really appreciate it. Thierry, what's going on? Good to see you. Good evening. John and Paul, good to see you. How about Neo?
Neo, let's see what we got for Neo. This was an interesting count. Okay. Talking about ABCs, this would be a zigzag. We have ABC, and you can see these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave moves versus 3 wave moves. But I have Neo finishing wave C, coming down to the 786, but we need to see a bounce out of this area before we get bullish, but it looks imminent.
Nice on Neo. Cool, good stuff. Thanks, Thierry. Steve, what's happening? Good to see you. You got Boeing on the radar.
Let's see, Boeing. Let's see.
Boeing gave us a great pullback. We talked about it all last week, guys, in the series, and what a great drop. Paul's got the channel up there right there. What a great drop off that Geo last week. Fantastic.
Yeah, let's see what we had here. Yeah, we had a flag. We didn't get the breakout. We were going up in a wave three. So I have us still correcting here. It looks like we're in the golden zone. Let me just see here.
You gotta love that pullback off the top of the channel, though.
Yeah, let's see here. Let me just get see where the 786 is here. Okay, so we were actually even below the 786. So we had this move up. We need to see some bullish price action before we start moving up again.
Yeah.
Still looks a little bearish.
Got it. Nice. Good stuff. Brandon, what's going on? Neo, we just looked at, but PLTR. Woo, that's going to be a tough one right there. Kathy bought a bunch last week. It went up for like a day and then back down again. So let's see.
Yeah, PLTR, there's a couple different ways to count this, but it can be counted as an A, B, C going up, and this wave two could be down here. This is a real messy pattern. I kind of had it. I had a bull count on here, but we're kind of stuck. So this could either be finishing a C wave up because this is a 5 wave down to 2, or we could continue on a more bullish 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I got 2 counts on this, so I'll just have to watch the price action and see which way it goes.
Nice, good stuff. Kalani, Hawaii, aloha. Thanks for tuning in. Kalani said CRM. Great call, Paul, from last week.
Oh, that was a good one. Yeah. Okay. Thanks.
Tricky, but it did have some nice upside pushes.
Yep, it looks like we're still in a wave 3 up. We can get some continuation tomorrow.
That'd be great because it's that level that it's at right now is like prior resistance. So if it could really just break out of there, it could be fantastic. And it's got earnings, I think, this week. I think somebody mentioned. So yeah, it does. So watch out for a potential earnings run on this one, and also the premiums getting juiced too. So if it keeps going, right, that's 2 in the favor, right? You know, you got premiums going up and you got price going up. So that could be pretty cool. So we'll see how that goes. But good stuff, Armando. Good to see you. Thanks for tuning in. So you've got happy Sunday. Yeah, you've got Target on the radar.
Let's see here. TGT. This was looking real bullish. Let's see here. It looks like we finished wave 3, and then we had a wave 4 down. Let's see what's going on with Target. So I want to see how deep this wave 4 is. So I'll do a little fib retracement here, and it looks like pretty much a 618 pullback. Whether it's a 4 or wave 2, that's a good bullish sign. So it looks like we had some kind of pullback here, and we're starting another push up for Target up to 618.
Nice, great find on that one. Awesome, good stuff. Let's take a look at the next one. Bobby's got Amazon on the radar.
Okay, Amazon. I have us doing a 1-2, and we're finishing wave 5 of 5. So we could finally get this push up in Amazon this week. I think when this 5 wave wraps up here, this dash line would be the invalidation, which is the previous low.
Yeah, I think so too, Paul. We just need to see some bullish action on this thing. It just hasn't been given into us. So if we get a strong candle on the daily, right? Like a
Right.
nice with good volume, right? Amazon might be getting ready, but in the meantime, it's just right. So,
Yeah.
good
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah. That's gonna be a tricky. That's a very you got to be very tricky, careful with that one, trying to pick a bottom on it, right? Because it's so expensive. But
Yeah.
Adonis, what's going on? Good to see you. Boeing. We just looked at. Mark's got Mastercard or Visa, whichever one you want to look at there, Paul.
Let's see.
MA is usually a good one.
Okay. Well, let me go back to MA. Not sure I have a count on either of these.
Couple fibs, a little double topish looking there. Oh, you got a little count on that.
Yeah, let's see. I went to a 2 day so I can get the count a little easier. But it looks like a 1-2, 1-2. And this is going lower. Probably have to spend some time on this and do a little recount. Let's see here. 1, 2.
It
We
doesn't look
probably had a,
impulsive, I'll tell you that much.
yeah, it looks, I mean, we're stuck in this sideways move right here, but it looks like a 1-2, 1-2. Let me just see where we are fib wise on it. Probably at 38%. Yep, we're at 38% to
382, maybe.
the tick. I'd have to take some measurements, but see, this wave one is so long.
Yeah,
There's no way this could be the three.
right.
So this would have to be another 1-2.
Feels like a 1-2, 1-2. Yeah. So really, at this
Yeah,
point now, we see if it holds a 382 or if it drops to the 618.
four. Yeah. Let's just see. It actually could also be a 1, 2, 3, 4 like that, and this would be the fifth wave up.
Like an ending diagonal.
Right, right,
Yeah,
right.
yeah. Possible. Tricky name, guys. Tricky name. Sometimes these guys pop out, but tricky ones to trade, right? So again, but interesting count on that one. Good stuff. M. Houghton, what's going on? Good to see you. You got Square on the radar.
Let's see. At least Square has a pretty good count on it. But this is an interesting call. Okay, so Square, we have this real obvious impulsive move up, this wave one, and then we had a push down. And then you'll see for a wave two, it didn't even make 38%. And this looks like a 5 wave move, not a 3 wave move.
I feel like a WXY in the works,
Well, we have a 5 wave move, not a 3 wave move. So
but a zigzag double combo.
right, a zigzag, because we got the 5 waves down for A. Then we could have 3 waves up for B. Everybody gets long right here. Then boom, we get the C wave. And it makes sense that, wave two should go somewhere around here anyway. So this could be setting up for a zigzag.
In that case, there, if it were a zigzag and it were a WXY, the wave C would be the W, right?
Yeah, if it turned into a WXY, it would do this. This would be W,
Yep.
X, and then Y even lower.
Boom. So you see that, guys? That's just kind of a little bit of a recap there, what we were talking about earlier. So you can see you have that 5 wave down. It's like I don't understand how do you get 5 waves and 3 waves. You just have 5 waves right there. Well, it's the whole completed zigzag, which is an ABC. It's just a 5-3-5 that makes so that first. So that the full zigzag is 3 waves, so that's an ABC. So that would be your W. But yeah, so it could be interesting. Square. I mean, Square is complicated, so it wouldn't surprise me if it had a complex correction.
Yeah, exactly.
How about the queens?
The queens, let's see. Let's see what they're doing.
3 of a kind.
Yeah, I'm bullish on the indexes for sure, and I have the queens going up in wave three. We're above the ADMA. We're above the cloud. This is here we have a WXY. Probably have to break it down to a smaller time frame and see, but this is a solid count. We have a triangle here, a finished 5 wave move, wave two down right above the 618, and they started to buy it. So yeah, bullish on the Qs.
Cool. Keep on going up. The never-ending wave continues. So GG, good stuff right there. But I do want to take a look at one of the ones you have on there. You've got Zoom on the radar. I know somebody else asked about that too later. So how's Zoom looking, Paul?
Let's see.
This was our bearish trade of the week last week, and it ended up getting some nice follow through to the downside. So that worked out. I'm just like, okay, is it done now?
Yeah, so Zoom, interestingly enough, we have an ABC, but you'll notice we have 3 waves down and 3 waves up, which gives us a flat, because then we get this 5 wave move at the end for an expanded flat.
335, yeah.
Right. So this is a 335. It looks like we came down and they started to buy before we hit the 618. But I'd wait for price to start cruising above the 8 EMA before I get really bullish on it.
Get some bullish price action on that. Nice, guys. So, guys, you might have heard there, I mentioned it was our trade of the week. So, every week we do a newsletter and we come up with a name that we're looking at, right? We're not guaranteeing it's going to move or anything, but we're usually pretty good at generally the direction. And so, Zoom was on our bearish radar last week. We also, every morning, we do a bubble, what we call the bubble report. It's our morning market newsletter. And Paul puts 2 fresh wave counts in there each morning. That help subscribers kind of focus on a couple names there that Paul's seeing as hot. And of course, if you upgrade into our Discord group, Paul's there in our Elliott Wave channel throughout the day and makes an amazing resource for people to bounce Elliott Wave counts off of ideas. I go live at the open and close, and I'm in the group during the day too with ideas. And it's just a really great group. So check out the links in the description if you guys are interested in joining. Good stuff there. And Brett, hey, what's going on? He said you guys rock. Let's take a look at Intel. Thanks, Brett. INTC.
INTC. Let's see. We go to a daily here. Well, so I can do a quick count here. This impulse did not work out. This looks like a C wave. So this looks like a 5-wave move down for A. This looks like 3 waves for B, and I would think we're going to get a 5-wave move here. Probably like a 1, 2, 3, 4. 3-wave looks short. There's probably a way to count this as 5 waves, but we're still going down. We're in the golden zone, but I'd look for a bounce out of here.
Cool. We'll see if we can hold. Good stuff. Intel. Nice find, Brett. Brandon, what's going on? We got a question, Paul. So can a WXY be a 533 or a 335?
Go back. If it's a 335, it's a flat and not a WXY or a zigzag.
Yeah.
So a 335, I don't have an example here. We were just looking at one. I can't remember where it was. Let's see.
Can a flat be part of the double combo instead of a zigzag?
Can a flat be part of the combo instead of the double zigzag?
Right. So in other words, like 335. Right, so like you have the full zigzag right here. You've got
3. Yeah, you could, because it would still be an ABC.
Right. So
right.
basically, a WXY can be some sort of combination of the ABC corrective patterns. Now, a triangle can only be in what, wave B?
Wave B.
What about wave B of the WXY? Oh no, it would be an X, right? It doesn't matter. So it's just only
right.
wave B or wave 4. So
right.
So cool.
But you could put a flat in here. I think that's what you're asking. Yeah, it could be a 335. So yeah, a flat work in there.
And then Brandon, a 533 is not a typical count. That just doesn't exist in Elliott Wave. Paul, you confirm if I'm right?
Yeah, haven't seen that one yet.
Yeah, it's all good, but 335 is the zigzag, so that's an example of that. And then you can see there's another example. So great find on that one, Brandon. That we can put flats in there too, as long as it's an ABC, which is a 535 or a 335. So good stuff there. Awesome find. A-Lock, what's going on? Roku.
I think Roku is almost ready to go. Let's see. Yeah. Just looking at this on a really small time frame today. Basically, Roku came down in this big wave 2, which I have as an ABC, which is a 535. We're trying to see if it's actually finished. Let me go to a smaller time frame here. Let me go to half an hour. So a lot of people were looking at this. We're doing a lot of analysis on this. And there's one school of thought that this 5th wave is finished, wave 2 is finished, we're going up from here. And today I was really looking at it, and I'm counting 1, 2, 3, triangle, 4, maybe a little push down, then up.
Nice.
And it's tricky. It's a real tricky count because you can almost count this as a 5, and we're going up from here. But it's one I think is going to go up any day.
We'll keep an eye on it. I'm still leaning a little bit bearish on it. I think Roku's got room to get to 300, just based on a symmetrical move. If I pull it up here real quick, I'll just show you guys real quick. I think we talked about it last week. Let's go. Sorry, Roku. Get this pulled up here. Yeah, so Roku, I'm basically looking for this guy, like essentially a zigzag symmetry. Basically, kind of this. Now it's not. I don't get into the micro detail on this one, but then you got this right here, and that takes us right to 300. So that's basically what I'm looking at. So I'm leaning a little bit bearish on it, and the main reason is Kathy took an entry on this thing. She dumped $170 million on this candle right here, Kathy Wood. And they've been trying to keep her down, and so they're doing a pretty good job of it so far. So we'll see how that goes. But they might try to push it down to 300. But 300 is my line in the sand there for Roku. But it could get ready to go anytime soon too. We just have to watch the price action.
Yeah, yep.
Nice, good find on. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, I look at the algos, and we're still above the 786. I'm thinking the 786 will hold. The 786 is 318. If we lose that, then yeah,
maybe
we could see the 300 for sure.
Cool. Messy's got a few on here. Let's take a look at Apple.
Apple, okay. That's a good one. Let's see. Two schools of thought on Apple also. Let's see. Let me go to 4 hour. Okay, so for Apple, we were all watching this triangle forever, everyone's throwing money in here because this is a triangle, and after triangle, we should get a really strong move up. But we got a really wimpy wave 5. I mean, barely even came over wave 3. So we got an incredibly short, disappointing wave 5, which could be the top of wave 3. I think we're doing an ABC down for this wave 4, like a zigzag, and then going up. The other school of thought is this is somehow a 1-2. But I don't know. I'm leaning more zigzag, we're going down in wave 4 and then up.
Nice. Okay, yeah, let's keep an eye on that for Apple. Yeah, it's struggled to break out, so I wouldn't be surprised to see a little bit of pullback there. So good stuff, guys. All right, well, we're wrapping up here, guys. I'm going to grab a couple of requests here. So Doug's got NVIDIA on the radar.
Let's see.
Getting so close to all-time highs.
NVIDIA, yeah, no, this is a good count. I hadn't looked at this one, but it looks like this is an ending diagonal. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and wave 4 overlaps wave 2, which is fine in an ending diag. So it looks to me like we're going up in wave 5 of 5 right now. Great. So more upside for this.
That could really get it going, guys. I think a breakout over all-time highs with some volume, I think could get some people really interested in trying to push this thing up. So definitely a good one to keep an eye on there. Well, good stuff there, guys. Let's take a look at GG. We've already got a few. So Ryan, what's going on? Thanks so much for tuning in. Let's take a look at one of these. You've got Paul, MXL or GPN? MXL or
GPN?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Groupon. Let's see. MXL's on the bullish radar. We won't be able to get to that one tonight, but GPN, let's take a look at Ryan's thinking bearish on it.
Let's see.
Did have a nice dropper there. It's kind of a drop and pause type feel to it. So
yeah, so we had this looks like a end of an impulse up, and then we had this drifting down, and then this looks like a 3 wave. This looks like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, let me just throw a count on here real quick. This could be some.
Looks like we could be finishing up a wave 5 down there.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a zigzag, ABC. So I'd expect more downside, but at some point we should get a bounce out of here.
Let's see. Let's see if it hits that 160 level. Well, good stuff, guys. Really appreciate everybody for tuning in this evening, and I hope everybody has a great one. Again, guys, be sure to check us out. Check out the links in the description. Obviously, check us out on Twitter if you're just joining us in here on YouTube. We've got a weekly newsletter. We've got a daily newsletter. We've got a Discord with an Elliott Wave channel that Paul runs, and it makes for a really, really fun group. So hope you guys can join us there. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in this evening. Paul, thanks again for being here.
You got it. I was just looking at, I want to say real quick, NVDA could also be counted as a 1-2, possibly. I hadn't looked at this. So this could be going up in wave 3, which is even more bullish.
There you go. That could be awesome, too. Good. I love it. Thanks, Brian. Thanks so much, guys. Paul, thanks again. I hope everybody has a wonderful evening. We'll see you guys bright and early tomorrow morning right here on YouTube for the Good Morning Market Prep video. And until then, stay healthy out there and remember your risk first and stay safe so you can stay in the game. And we'll talk to you guys soon.